Alright folks, I'm back. That sound you heard just now was my controller. Turning it back on. Whomp! PS5 acknowledging its existence. Excuse me. Anyway, let's get back to it, shall we? On to part 2 of the Hildebrand quest storyline thing. For Realm Reborn, anyway. The science of deduction. Oh shit! We got a super nerd extraordinaire over here, like... You know, that's always the cool guy, right? The dude with the glasses who does this in an anime. And it glows. He's a smart one. Well, it means it ain't me, but... Anyway. Perchance you are curious about the duelist's declared target? It so happens I have identified the weapon in question. The Treaty Blade is part of an Ishgardian noble's collection. Or was, I should say. No, it has not yet been stolen. It has been purchased by an Uldan collector, the wife of a wealthy merchant living in Vesper Bay. Suffice it to say, I would be remiss in my duties as a reporter were I not investigator. And should the duelist strike whilst I am present... Well, I hope I needn't explain what a golden opportunity that would be. Ingratiating myself to her may prove to be the greatest challenge, though. I'm told she is a difficult woman to please. Fortunately, I am also told that she has a fondness for rare flowers. The sort Tutusian can't drive themselves. That's a weird name. You can come along if you'd like. Sure. I'm already in far too deep. Oh, it was right there. That player was covering it up. I was like, the fuck? Here you are, miss. Thank you for your patronage. Was it for love or money that you killed him? The fuck? It was you? Have you gone mad? That was an Amalja arrow in his back. I don't even know how to shoot a bow. 1 second. Okay. Amalja don't shoot fleeing unarmed merchants. They capture and temper them. Not that you or your victim make for convincing merchants. If you're gonna misrepresent yourself, put some effort into it. Wear gloves, for God's sake, or at least don't wave your hands in front of my face. The calluses on your fingers betray you as a veteran archer. Doubtless you used your skills to great effect 5 years ago, as did your partner. Excuse me, so again I ask, was it because he took from you your share? Excuse me? Or your sister? God, every time I eat, man. If I start talking, this happens. You don't touch a man's kin. He knew that, and yet he... Damn, I thought he did it for the money. You two? He's all yours. Yes, of course. Thank you for the help, Inspector. So he did it for the woman. For, his sister, right? Or whatever it was. At least he's competent. But when did investigating crimes become such a popular profession? Yeah, that's 2 inspectors we've run across now. That guy seems a bit more serious than Hildebrand, though. It's not his job, you know. He just likes doing it. He belongs to one of Ishgard's high houses. Some say he's a baron. What does this dude, like L from Death Note? He doesn't have to do it, but he likes it? Not at all like that buffoon Hildebrand, don't you think? Well, I can't argue with that. I try not to think about Hildebrand. We should get going. Lady Durilda will not take kindly to wilted flowers. After you? Sounds slightly out of place, the music, just because it's like directly ripped from FF7 and put into this. It's like the same audio quality and everything. You got a PS1 song playing in the background of a PS3, PS4, PS5 game. I guess now it's just PS4 and PS5, right? The days are coming, folks. Contain about 4 years or less, mark my words. If humanity hasn't blown itself up yet, this game will be PS5 only, and PS4 will be discontinued. 4 years or less, that's what I'm giving it. So, let's see, we're at 22 right now? 3, 4, 5, 6, so by 2026. Lord knows if I'll live long enough to see that, but hey. I believe you have something to present to Lady Durilda? Go on then. Again? As I told the last 20 who came before, if you have come looking for work, you are too late. And even if I were in need of additional security, I would not deign to hire a common adventurer. Now remove yourself from my sight before I have you removed. Damn, bitch. Chill the fuck out! I got this Altic lavender for you. A fragrant variety of lavender rarely found in the arid lowland regions of Sandlands. Did you really think I could be so easily manipulated? Present the right gifts, speak the magic words, and you would earn my respect? Kinda hoping for it, but yeah. What is more, a flower's beauty is fleeting. I value beauty which transcends the boundaries of time. Everlasting, enduring, unchanging. Like mine. Now get out. Sure it is, yeah. Forgive us, Lady Durilda. We meant no disrespect. We were afraid that you would not heed our warnings otherwise. A notorious violent thief is plotting to steal the treaty blade. You fools. I shall come to claim the collector's blade, yes? I read the Mithril Eye. I know full well of whom you speak, and it is none of your concern. I have a legion of guards at my disposal. Should he try, I will have him seized, or worse. And even if by some miracle he should succeed, he will not escape my wrath, for I have retained the services of a certain gentleman. Oh, really? And who might that be? Ah, but you may see for yourself. Like every piece in my collection, he has been chosen with the utmost care. Now look on my peerless inspector, interlopers, and despair. I think we all know who this is. Ships that pass in the night, a signal shown in the darkness. The lady cries out for a guardian, and a gentleman must needs oblige. I swear to you here and now, I, Hildebrand, agent of inquiry and spectre extraordinaire, shall neither slumber nor sleep until the fiend who covets the treaty blade is brought to justice. Jesus Christ. Good sir, what brings you here? Are you come in pursuit of the duelist as well? Or perchance in pursuit of me? As if I would spend a single gil on an insufferable incompetent... To be fair, you are not spending a single gil on me. Oh, she didn't mean him. She means this guy. The fucking Chad, inspector that we saw earlier. A chance to investigate such an intriguing case is payment enough. Preemptive declarations of criminal intent are hardly in vogue. Hardly in style, basically. Sorry I'm late. Busy solving a murder. Briarden, Consulting Inspector. At your service, my lady. Conniving Inspector? Consulting Inspector. Rotting flesh and saltpeter. Hildebrand Manderville and Nashu Makaraka, I presume? He already knows them. Two rank amateurs playing at a profession of which they know not. Damn, what an asshole. Call me when you finish with these wastrels. Oh, damn! See? Giga Chad over here. Giga Chad Briarden. You see? I do not want nor need your help. Briarden is more than capable of overseeing the transfer. Now get out, all of you. Where have you been, Maria? And where's my vase? There was this strange flying thing, and I... the vase, I dropped it in the water. I was so... That vase once belonged to the royal house of Thorn. Do you have any idea how much it was worth? You will go back outside right now and search for my vase, and you are not to return until you find it. Do I make myself clear? Damn, that was harsh. Sherry looks pretty down about something. My lady, pray allow me to go in the girl's stead. It is not safe, for she herself spoke of a ferocious wild beast. With my unmatched investigative skills, I shall swiftly locate and recover the missing vase, thereby earning your respect. At which point, you will gladly grant me permission to investigate the thieving duelist. Verily, it is a plan fiendishly clever in its intricacies. Sure it is. Not when spoken aloud. Supposed to kind of keep that secret. Miss Maria, would you be so kind as to tell me exactly what happened? I picked up the vase in Ulda, like Mother said, and I was on my way home. I was crossing the bridge, and then the flying thing came. I got scared, so I ran. When I stopped, it was gone, but so was the vase. I think I dropped it in Nofika's wells. I want to go and look, but there were scary-looking things down there. I'm scared to go alone. You are no longer alone, Miss Maria. We shall go together and look for the vase. All 5 of us. All 4 of you. I'm going after Inspector Briarden. If the duelist strikes, I mean to be there. But Miss Ellie, how can you ignore the plight of a young girl for the sake of a story? Because that's my job, you imbecile. Well, we shall not be derelict in our duty to justice. Come, Nashu, we must away! You don't even know what the bloody vase looks like. Maria, dear, listen. If it gets dangerous or if you feel afraid, you run to this adventurer for help, understand? Me? Yeah, I guess that's a more sensible thing to do than to run to Hildebrand. That girl what went by earlier? I've seen her. I had something in her hands, but dropped it while crossing the bridge. Didn't get a good look, but I reckon it don't matter any road. Whatever it was, it's long gone by now. Shit. Nofika's wells. That's this little river here. A vase? Well, anything that falls in the water is like to be swept downstream fairly quickly. Does this have anything to do with that queer winged beast I saw earlier? No? Never mind then. Actually, it sounds like it might. Flamboyant oaf. That's a pretty good description of him. And there's a green chicken with him for some reason. A pox upon that thieving demon bird. He shall rue the day he crossed paths with me. Huh? A vase? I know not of what you... Gah! Curse this infernal refuse underfoot. Every point is a dagger. There is something in the water at the man's feet. Alright, hold on, I'll help you out. Do the people of this land simply toss their refuse in the river? Every step is agony. Put on thicker shoes? Boots? Something? Do I spy the treasured vase of Lady Dorilda over... Oh. Oh dear. Wrecked. Yep. He's gonna be pissed. Does this belong to you, child? Forgive me, I was so engrossed in my search that I did not notice. Your search for what, Rachel? The demon bird that absconded with my weapon. I set it down for but a moment, only to see it next in the talons of that accursed creature. I gave chase, following it to these waters, and in my haste I must have stepped upon your vase. Nice rhymes, dude. Don't fret, Maria. I know it looks bad, but I'm sure Inspector Hildebrand will think of something. Oh, but I already have my faithful assistant. Hearken to me now, for as the rising sun doth dispel the dark, so shall my solution resolve our dilemma. But first, we must gather as many fragments of the vase as we can find. Okay. Why does this feel so familiar? How could I have been so careless? Precious potsherd. Why does this feel so familiar? Because we did this for the fucking sword in that mud pond a while back after I finished covering you in oil with my bare hands. Anyway. Great, I'm getting the songs stuck in my head. The green chicken over there. Come to present your findings, have you? Splendid. Let's have a look. Alright. Precious potsherd. All the Sultan's chocobos and all the Sultan's men couldn't put his vase back together again. Well done, my friend. This should be more than sufficient to our needs. He has performed miracles with far less, after all. That hammer. Excuse me. There is but one person in all Eorzea capable of reconstructing this vase. A man whose skill with the hammer has brought rival goldsmiths low. So breathtaking are his works, so fearsome his competitive spirit. This man is no mere goldsmith. You speak of him as one would of a great warrior. Once a notorious gang of thieves perpetrated a series of robberies in Ul'dah, targeting establishments that sold luxury goods. One such shop was owned by the humble lapidary of whom I speak. His was the last shop the thieves struck, for the following morning they were found beaten, bound, and gagged in the gold court. The brass blades never learned who was responsible. The only information they had was the testimony of a thief who kept muttering the words, "The hammer. The hammer." He sounds dangerous. Aye, that he does, and I do so enjoy the company of dangerous men. Really? And why's that? Me and Nash's reaction were both like, what face? But where are my manners? I have yet to properly introduce myself. I am Gilgamesh, and that is my companion Enkidu. Well, not really. It has been many moons since last I saw her, so to ease the burden of loneliness I tamed a rooster and painted it green. In any case, you mean to search for this goldsmith, yes? If so, it would be my pleasure to help. The pleasure is all mine, Gilligan. I, Hildebrand... Gilligan. I, Hildebrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, bid you welcome. If it is that hard for you to remember, I give you leave to call me Gil. Excellent suggestion, Greg. Oh. Playful monikers are an effective means of building camaraderie. Call me Hildy. Now then, from what I know of the goldsmith's propensity to procure his materials himself, I have deduced that he is most likely to be found in the vicinity of Blue Fog in northern Thanalan. It is there we shall begin our search. Okay. Ugh. If a Dublin became a zombie, would that make it a Zomblin? Or a Dombi? Or Dombi? These are the questions. He's asking the real questions, folks. Dublin carcass. The Dublin's wounds indicate that it was felled with a hammer. A trail of bloody footprints leads to the north. I don't think it's been dead long. Maybe whoever did it is still around? Excuse me, sir. Barely realized that was not an NPC, but another player on the chocobo. This goldsmith is not to be trifled with. See, turning off name tags can actually raise the immersion, because then other players look just like NPCs sometimes. You can confuse me. So then it's like everyone's a real person, or not, at the same time. You don't know the difference, that's the point. My immersion! Basilisk carcass. The basilisk's wounds indicate that it was felled with a hammer. A trail of bloody footprints leads to the north. A single blow to the head. Impressive. His handiwork is unmistakable. The corpse is still quite warm. Ahriman carcass? The Doblin, the Basilisk, this Ahriman, all were slain with a hammer, as was that beast over yonder, unless I am mistaken. That Chimera must be his latest prize, which means he must still be about. Mayhap he is watching us at this very moment, attempting to ascertain our intentions. He was ever a cautious man when on the hunt. Wait, you know who it is? Alas, it comes to this. Though every fiber of my being cries out in rebellion, I must break my oath and do the unspeakable. Well, what must you do that is so terrible? I must dance! I am a Manderville man, doing what only a Manderville can. From the peaks of Curthis to Thanalan. Manderville man. I cannot avert mine eyes! What the fuck is he doing this for? That is the dance of House Manderville, passed down from father to son. Were I to perform it within sight of our quarry, he would not be able to resist revealing himself. Alas, I neglected to properly stretch my legs beforehand. My good man, I see no other solution. You must dance in my stead. Though it be a gross, nay, unconscionable violation of my family's traditions, I must bequeath to you the Manderville. Okay. And yeah, the quest reward is the emote Manderville dance. Which, because it is relevant, I shall demonstrate. There it is. Just like he did. That goofy smile. Alright, you get the point. Yep. So, anyway. We learned that, apparently. Are you really gonna do the Manderville? Ooh, I can't wait! I kinda just did. What manner of man can be summoned only through dance? That doesn't sound too far-fetched, actually. Manderville men. We are as siblings now, my constant comrade, for I have shared with you the secrets of House Manderville. Now you must use that knowledge. Go to the fallen Chimera and dance like only a Manderville can. Okay. Oh my god, dude. Fancy yourself a Manderville man? You would do what only a Manderville can? Then lift your legs and put up your hands. Be a Manderville man. He comes! Oh, you have not to fear from me, not at all. The only accounts I came to settle were with the Chimera. Scared shitless. But you were not drawn here by some coincidence, were you? No, you came in search of me, Godbert. Why else would you gyrate your hips in such a gentlemanly fashion, if not that? This is the guy we were looking for? Wait, I know you. You have strong yet tender fingers. But more importantly, how in the hell did you learn the Manderville? If I did not teach you, then who? Oh, that's right, that one side quest. I totally forgot about it. There's a very tiny short side quest that he just referred to right now that I totally forgot to demonstrate. I'll show it after this. It's out of order now, but oh well, I kind of forgot about it. You actually meet this guy, like during... I'm pretty sure it's during Reborn. It could be the post-game. I can't remember, but... you basically massage oil onto him just like Hildebrand. And why? Well, you're about to find out why they have similar tastes. He's like, fuck this! By the grace of Thal, what sorcery is this? He yet lives? Holy shit, dude! He's fucking, that's a menacing figure chasing after him. He's like, holy shit! No, he's faster. Hildebrand, Helidor, Maximilian Manderville! That worked better than I thought it would. 10 years, Hildebrand. 10 years since you left home. And 5 since I learned of your trip to Dalamud. How long were you planning to allow your mother and father to suffer under the illusion that their beloved son was dead? Now you know the relationship. Son! You are Hildy's father? Godbert the goldsmith's a Manderville man. Smithing as only a Manderville can. Oil him up and give him a tan. Fit for a Manderville man. Please, father, cease your undulations at once. There are more pressing matters at hand. I'm like, what the hell is the deal with all this shit? This antique vase must be made whole once more, for the sake of Miss Maria. Oh, that's why we sought him out. He's a goldsmith. He might be able to put it back together somehow. Pause chain? Ah, do not worry, little one. I deal with worse cases before my morning bowel movement. That was a little TMI right there. Hold your applause until the end. Baragot, guide my hammer. Look how it sparkles in the twilight. How it radiates elegance. Would you all not agree that it is a work of art? You've completely destroyed a priceless antique's historical value! Nonsense! I have taken a dull, unremarkable vase and transformed it into something far superior. I hope you were paying attention, Hildy. How long has it been since you last held a hammer? Father, that is not my path. I am an agent of inquiry, an inspector. It is my duty to help those in need. Miss Maria is one such person. There are others, too, innocent people whose weapons were callously ripped from their hands by a thieving duelist. I thought you had put away childish dreams. No matter, you will understand in due time. No, I will not. I am an inspector, Father. I can be naught else. Mr. Godbert, sir, I don't think my mother's gonna like what you did. She probably won't let Mr. Hildebrand help with the investigation. We cannot say that for certain, can we? Mayhaps she will take a liking to this reimagining. Wow, the developers had fun with the facial animations here, didn't they? You spoke of a thieving duelist, did you not? It so happens I am something of a duelist myself. Were we to cross paths with this fellow, I would welcome the opportunity to pit my skills against his. And Kido as well, I should think. I see you too possess a strong sense of justice. Full glad am I to have met you, Greg. Now let us return to Vesper Bay and see how our bases recede. Vesper Bay, you say? What a coincidence. I shall be traveling there on business once I have finished gathering materials. Oh, I think I might have seen the demon bird which took my weapon. Go on without me. I shall follow anon. Yeah, I'll demonstrate the quest where you're supposed to originally meet Godbert, which is why he called me the man with tender fingers or something. But I'll do that after this episode is over. I don't want to interrupt it halfway through. Excuse me. It's such a, one-off little side quest that it's easily forgettable. That's why it was, totally forgot to do it before this. It's not even necessary to do before starting the Hildebrand quest, I think. Which changes the dialogue, he won't recognize you. But because I've done it, and he recognized me, I figured now it's prudent to show it. I think I can find it quick. I know where it is though, so... hopefully it's where it starts, where I'm thinking. I hope she likes it. Reconstructed vase. If every component of an object were to be replaced, could the resulting object be fundamentally considered the same? Philosophers are unsure. Godbert does not care. Oh, I forgot to talk to Hildebrand first, oh well. Mother, I brought you the vase. By the gods, have you all no shame? How dare you make my daughter complicit in your... what? Chickenry? I don't know where you found this gaudy trash, but it bears no resemblance whatsoever to the vase I purchased. Excuse me. Now see here, Lady Durilda, not only did you send Maria to fetch your priceless vase alone, placing her in considerable danger should bandits or wild beasts attack, which they did, but... gaudy trash? Uh-oh. Lord Vanderbilt, sir, I did not realize you had arrived. Though I know it is nothing compared to the lavish accommodations an esteemed gentleman such as yourself must enjoy, I pray my humble abode meets with your satisfaction. I think you'll be fine. Oh, it does, my lady. It does indeed. Especially that exquisite vase over yonder. Although I gather from your previous comments that you do not like my reconstruction? Your reconstruction? She's gonna change her tune, isn't she? I knew it. Ass kisser. Oh, I don't like it. I love it. I would go so far as to call it the new centerpiece of my Thorn Dynasty collection. Ah, what a relief! I would have been most distressed had you said otherwise. We Manderville do so take pride in our work and ever strive for professional perfection. Oh, but why am I repeating what my son Hildebrand doubtless told you when he offered to investigate the duelist's threats? Enough expository banter, I say. I cannot recall if your son used those precise words, but I do remember thinking that his help would be most welcome. You will be helping us, Inspector Hildebrand, will you not? Oh yeah, now you want his help. Wait a minute, your father is Lord Godbert Manderville? The man who took... How do you say that name? Yoland Quiveran's seat on the Syndicate? Yoland, I think. It appears there have been a great many developments over the past 10 years of which I was completely unaware. Yeah, you were still around for 5 of those. In any case, we must redirect our energies towards the investigation of the thieving duelist. Our first order of business will be to review all the facts with consenting Inspector Briarton. Consenting. I think she likes it. Yeah, now that this guy's here, yeah. She changed her tune quick. Come, we have a thief to catch. Let us seek out Inspector Briarton at once. I hope I did not speak over much earlier. My wife would describe it as a proclivity to pontificate. But I prefer to think of it as an earnest desire to establish rapport with my fellow man. A proclivity? What's it called? I had the word just now. The alternative for it. A propensity, basically. For wanting to do something. And then what was the other word? I went too fast. Pontificate. Is that another way of saying talking or something? I tend to do that a lot. Hey, what's this guy doing out here? Why are you still here? Allow me to elucidate. Lady Durilda has asked that we assist with the investigation. Now kindly share with us all your information. Fine. Our plans have advanced to a stage that even you couldn't ruin them anyway. I commissioned several reproductions of the Treaty Blade through a merchant named Jojampa, who traffics in counterfeit antiques. These blades have been delivered to the observatorium, where they are being distributed amongst Lady Durilda's sellswords. Once I give the order, they will transport them via alternate routes to Vesper Bay. Oh, I think I get it. You're hiding the real transport with a bunch of decoys, right? They're all decoys. The moment the thief strikes, all our forces will converge on his location, including those disguised as small folk along each route. The real Treaty Blade will remain in the original owner's vault until the thief has been apprehended. Everything has been accounted for. You are superfluous. Well, we don't matter at all anymore, is what he's saying. Mayhap we could use more small folk to watch the roads in and out of the observatorium, assuming you have the capacity to conduct yourself in an unassuming fashion. Fear not, my fellow inspector, for I am a master of disguise. Have you any information regarding the duelist himself? A description? Yeah, we saw how well he was able to disguise himself before in 1.0, right? You never thought to ask Humphrey, did you? The thief is said to be a towering brute dressed in red who wields a halberd. A man so garishly dressed should be easy to find in snowy Perthus. Then I suppose we don't need your help after all, do we? Come or don't, I couldn't care less. Be seeing you! Pray forgive my lateness. Oh, a towering brute in garish red. Greg, my good man, what a pleasure to see you again. We just received new information regarding the weapon thief. A victim described him as a halberd-wielding brute dressed in... Did you forget? A ridiculous outfit! A ridiculous outfit? Huh, now I am intrigued. What reasons would a warrior have for wearing impractical clothing? What reasons indeed? It is enough to make a gentleman laugh. I never thought I would find comedy like this in FF14 when I started playing it, and I'm very happy that I did. It was a very nice breath of fresh air back then. That damnable demon bird continues to elude me, but no longer. Soon I shall claim my revenge on weapon both. Look at that, dude. The 3 collectors. Allow me to summarize our current plan of action. Our destination is the observatorium, and our mission is to pose as goodly smallfolk in accordance with Inspector Briarden's instructions. Naturally, should the situation demand improvisation, we are to disregard those instructions. Any questions? No? Then let us sally forth at once. And the dramatic irony is strong here. What's up, dude? Hail to thee, fellow servant of justice. I take it you are one of the many tasked with transporting a counterfeit treaty blade? Clearly you've mistaken me for someone else, sir. Y'all remember the treaty blade is from FF12. I forgot to mention it earlier when they first started talking about it, but... What was that one used for? They had multiple legendary swords in that one. The treaty blade was used to destroy Nethicite. That's right. And, Redis ended up using it. At ease, Sergeant. They're with us, more small folk. Keep an eye on them. Or else. Oh, but sir, Bugger me. Don't you bloody move until I get back. Damn, I put so much pressure on that guy to watch over us. I say, is this land always so inhospitable? The biting winds, the endless snows. Mayhap keeping active will help me to stay warm. Oh, and should I chance to find the thieving duelist, I will of course summon you. After administering the requisite beating. Haha. Good, you're still... Wasn't there someone else with you a moment ago? Hi, you speak of Greg. He ventured outside the gates mere moments before your arrival, full eager to catch the thief as we are. Come, Neshu, we too must answer the call of duty. And they're gone. You look like you might actually be useful. Why don't you have a word with my man near the east gates? We're undermanned over there. Alright. Like I put that. You look like you might actually be useful. What's up, Albrecht? Any halberd-wielding mummers shall answer to me. Ooh, you see that just now? No? I don't think me eyes were playing tricks on me, but there's only one way to be sure. You wait here. Okay. Inspector! Over there, look! What is it, Nesher? Hey, tell me what you see. Aha! I see you, demon bird. You will not escape me this time. Why, hello there, my friends. Is aught amiss? Oh, it's just Greg. For a moment I thought you might have spotted our thief. Come, Nashu, we have lingered here over long. We must egress, post-haste. There's naught out of the ordinary here either. No luck, We have scoured every ilm of this area to no avail. I just saw Enkidu run by. I can only conclude that, having learned that his opponent was to be the legendary Inspector Hildebrand, the duelist renounced his criminal ways and retreated into hiding. Or perhaps he is waiting patiently outside the walls for more wagons to leave? That being said, should you decide to venture into the wilderness, you had best arm yourself with more than your wits. I appreciate your concern, Miss Ellie, but a gentleman should abstain from violence unless absolutely necessary. I'll fight for you, Inspector. I even found a weapon to use. By the 12, is that the self-same spear which propelled me to the Red Moon? Wherever did you find it? Yep, there it is. It was buried in the snow. Well, one cannot ignore the will of destiny. Return it to me, Nashu. Though I will still endeavor to avoid fisticuffs, I will be duly armed should worst come to worst. Now then, we begin our search for the duelist to the east of the observatorium. Alright. A sense of urgency from the music. It's comedic, which fits the tone of this whole questline. Which is why I brought out the bike now. Cor, it's cold out here. Take your post, my good man, and entrust your safety to me. Inspector Hildebrand is ready for battle. Alright. Wherefore art thou, my nefarious nemesis? 'Twas not the self-same creature, but one of many. Nevertheless, I know that my weapon is close by. You sense it too, don't you? Nice to see they're both equally stupid. I like it. Fucking Goo in the background. Mm-hmm. Genuine yawn at the same time as him. Greg, I've been meaning to ask, why do you covet this weapon so? If you beheld it, you would understand. In some ways, it bore resemblance to a spear, but in other respects, it was quite different. It was crowned with a magnificent axe blade, to which was welded a musket barrel, like Neil Van Darnas's weapon. Like that one right there. Was one of the first weapons I added to my collection after arriving in these lands. Ah, how I yearn to reclaim it. The strongest of spears. Really? I think the one on my back begs to differ, but if you say so. That weapon of yours bears a striking resemblance to the strongest of spears! I claimed this weapon 5 years ago. Surely you can't be serious. Grr. Now you call me Shirley? No matter. Give it to me. Give it to me! Uh-oh, that's a dangerous thing to do with a spear. This spear and I have traveled together to the very heavens. I will not relinquish it again. This spear and I have bested many a man together. I will not relinquish it again. Then we are at an impasse. You gotta be shitting me, dude. Jesus Christ, these guys. I can't believe I'm saying this, but well done, Inspector. Thanks to you, we've caught the weapon thief in the act. Miss Ellie, you are grossly misreading our dispute. Greg is a good, honest man, who I am certain has never stolen a weapon in his life. Indeed, I have not. Every weapon I have claimed was by rights mine. Each was a trophy for besting my opponent in single combat. Got him. I believe that constitutes a confession. Seize him. A confession to what? I have done naught wrong. Bah, you all are beyond reason. Ah, yes, my plan to secure Greg's confession was utterly flawless, and his capture will be the coup de grace. Always taking credit for something that just happened by an accident or someone else did. Well, my plan is thus far flawless. Griffin Crossing is still impassable. Are you cornered? I know who you are, even if that imbecile doesn't. But let's not mince words. Only you have the skill to face the duelist in battle. Even so, your strength alone will likely not suffice. I suggest you muster what allies you can. You got it, dude. I'll take him out on my own. Roger that. Which way did he go, Leon? Did you see? Well, you're kind of just staring at that Highland Boo Boo's ass. So you're not really going to see much there, but here, I'll clear the way for you. There. Now you can actually see. Lest you find my advice unsporting, I remind you that our duty supersedes any misbegotten notions of honor you may possess. Oh, it's like he heard me say I was going to take him on my own. His name isn't really Greg, is it? No, Hildebrand just sucks at remembering anything. That's you? Miss Ellie? Ah, my good man, it is a relief to hear your footfalls. As you have doubtless deduced, I was unable to prevent Greg from escaping through the doors. I must leave the rest to you. Okay. Roger that. Huh, that's a really big bridge. Oh, there he is. Yes, it was I behind these doors the whole time. You took so long to arrive, I was getting worried you might have gotten lost. Long did I wonder what your role in this play was. A silent guardian, content to watch events unfold with minimal interaction. At the last, I understand. We were fated to duel, you and I. Best me, and you may have the spear. Fail, and your weapons are forfeit. Fair terms, do you not think? I will even extend them to your allies. Aye, I grant you leave to summon others. After all, it will avail you no advantage. For Gilgamesh, it is embiggening time! Embiggening time? Oh fuck, he actually got bigger. So did the chicken! Alright, if it's a fight you want, it's a fight you'll get. I won't let you take my Zodiac Spear. Not after how hard I worked for it. You're going down. Mr. Gill. Greg. Battle on the big bridge, now accessible. A lot of fan service here. I like it. Do not worry about me, my friend. I shall extricate myself in due time. Keep at it, man. I think you're making headway. Battle on the Big Bridge. In his quest to acquire the strongest of weapons, the notorious duelist Gilgamesh has long eluded authorities. Until now. Forced to take a stand at the impassable Griffin Crossing, he has challenged you to a duel. Triumph, and he shall yield his latest prize. But should you fail, your weapons will be forfeit. Well, here we go. You might hear an echo because I won't be able to adjust the volume on my mic as this fight goes on, and it is voiced over. The music! Oh! At least I think it's voiced over. I could be wrong about it. I could be remembering it wrong. Let's do this. Just like in FF5 and FF12. I'm gonna kick your ass again. What you got? Go on, Enkidu! It's Toad! Your favorite! Oh, hold on. I did something. Thank God this happened before MSQ. I forgot to change it back. There we go. Well, you got to hear the Japanese one. This bastard turned me into a toad. Why did I change it to Japanese? I was testing something off stream, I think. Damn it!
I admit it. Fighting all eight of you is just too much for me.
You gave up that quick?
Ha! I lied. Everything.
That's my fucking move.
Why? I've been hurt. Far from as strong as the spears. I feel so betrayed. Goodness gracious. I just remembered something.
Won't fall for that old trick. You wanted the strongest of spears. It's in my hands, asshole. Let's go. There's more of them. The chickens.
I must say, I quite enjoy these tussles. Fight!
Damn it.
Understand? I will pound you, silly!
Well, he made it fair anyway. No, I didn't make it out of it. See how much this does. Oh, I was hoping it'd make me mini. Like, how much DPS can I output small while doing everything correctly? Mostly. Unleashing hell on him. You little shit.
I won't go out so
Mini Dragon Hadouken. Eat it, bitch.
well then. That's enough of a beating for now.
The fuck? Well, he thought he could fly like that. That chicken tried, though. Damn it if he didn't, right? And Kiryu, you're a faithful bird. Alright, chickens are she's, right? It's the roosters or whatever. Cocks that are guys, right? So I should say she tried her best. And that was Gilgamesh. Get the hell out of here. Ugh. Why, Greg? Why? Are you dead again, Inspector? How many swords did he drop? Well, wait, doesn't that one there look just like Elazar's sword? But Even to my untrained eye, this is obviously a counterfeit blade. And so is this one. And this one. What in the world? Well, I think this guy can elaborate. Alone yet still armed. In any case, he seems satisfied with the halberd. We will proceed with the delivery. He's like alone and still armed. It's like, yeah, told you I could take him by myself. And keep my weapon. I like how I totally forgot to steal the Genji gloves from him in FF12 when I fought him there. Dun, 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 dun. Ah, it's more magnificent than I imagined. It'll make a fine addition to my collection. Yeah, it looks better in FF12, but sure. They're still at odds with each other. And with that, our business is concluded. Cheers. I genuinely mean that in your case, by the way. Oh, thanks. I'm flattered. All's well that ends well, right, Inspector? Though it's a shame that Greg turned out to be the thief. There you are, Inspector Byron. Why did you not wait for me at the docks? What? I actually forgot about this. That was a genuine... What? It's been a while. Hmm? Why are you all staring at me so? Oh, never mind that. Where's my treaty blade? But... didn't we just give you the treaty blade? Even this guy's shocked. He's like, no, how could I be outsmarted like this? Disguise yourself as the client and let the treaty blade come to you. Outplayed, fool. Haha! Take advantage of an existing situation to distract us from the real crime. Brilliant. The man in red never spoke of the treaty blade, only the halberd. That's true. Moreover, he always issued his challenges in person. Dear gods, isn't it obvious? What is it like in your funny little brains? It must be so boring. You're like, what? They use the cool guy's glasses thing. If the man in red did not send the challenge, then who did? Move! Look at that backstep dodge. Oh! This time he got hit. Yeah, that has to hurt. Nice dodge, Hildy. Oh, I believe this is addressed to me. Condescending Inspector Briarden. Hey, that's an accurate title. He is condescending, correct? Piss off! 400 years have I slept, 1,000 faces do I wear. What is yours will be mine. I shall come to claim the Lapis Maiden's virtue. A many-faced phantom thief. Interesting. The design and the wording are the same as before. The thief who stole the Treaty Blade sent this. Very well. I and I alone, Hildebrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, once more accept your challenge. Stole his thunder. You want a challenge, huh? Stand and face me, you buffoon! Get him, Bryden. Get him! You got long-ass elephant legs. But he's a Highlander. He's fit as hell. The look on his face. I don't even have to do a voiceover for that. I'm already laughing. How dare you all laugh at a time like this, after allowing my precious Treaty Blade to be stolen? And you, Maria. She don't give a shit. She's laughing anyway. Well, I suppose it is a little funny, isn't it? The two of them dashing to and fro, a pair of gentlemen mummers. You know, it's been far too long since we've seen the show. We should head into the city later, just you and me. Look at that, she forgot all about the Treaty Blade already. Not bad, Hildy, not bad at all. You are indeed a Manderville man. Mark my face, oh phantom of many faces, for it is the face of the... Can't even fucking talk. They're watching us from the roof of that building. The fiend dares lay claim to the fair maiden's virtue. What of that virtue? A seed of jealousy quickened within an inspector's soul. Can true love bloom on this battlefield? Will this Manderville man find his Manderville wife? Hildebrand will return in a case of indecency. Well, we all know what that means then. A maiden's virtue. I assume that means... Hey, what's with the goggles those men were wearing? They look special. Maybe if I ask nicely, they'll give me a pair? I guess we'll find out next time. So out of context. Anyway. Dun, dun. Alright, now that the episode is over, before we continue, let me go show that quest I talked about that introduces Godbirch. Which is why he recognized us. Suspend. I didn't have to do that, I guess. I was gonna log out and change characters anyway. It automatically does that. Fuck, that's right, this isn't even considered a sanctuary, this little town. I'm not moving. That doesn't speed it up. It's for your own safety. I hope there weren't any prerequisites for this. I don't think so, though. If not, we will find out in a second. I should say, if so, we'll find out in a second, but same thing. Whether there is or there wasn't. Whether there is or there isn't. Damn, I can't talk today. We'll find out soon enough. Damn. Around that time, I need a haircut. Trying to poke my ears. So I believe it's here. Assuming there's no prerequisites, he should be there. If there are, and not there, fuck it, we're moving on. Shit. There must be another prerequisite then. What? I don't know. But yeah, he should normally be here, I think. I suppose I could Google it really quick, but I don't want to spend too much time on this. But yeah, I'll try it really fast. In the meantime, you know what time it is. It could actually be one of these quests for all I know. I'll start with that actually. I don't think there's any of these, but boom. Where are you? Oh man, this is slow. I forget my web browser just sucks ass when I'm streaming. My computer just can't handle doing more than one thing at a time. It's that bad. Well, if that's the case, we might have to call it. Man, my web browser is completely frozen. It's amazing I'm even able to open up YouTube sometimes on stream, because this is ridiculous. Alright, I'm closing it. It's not even responding at all. It got me to the webpage that I was looking for. And then I try to go to another one from there, and it's just like, nope. Now it won't even close. Jesus. I'll use, I'll use my phone instead then. Let me see. Not wrong website. Ah, okay. Same website, should be a lot faster on my phone now. Quest NPC. Obviously. Oh, never mind, it is. It's that one right there. The monster of Bronze Lake. Yep. There's two quests actually, the Monster of Bronze Lake and the Adventure of the Fainting Goldsmith. Which, they're both the same level, but where's that one? And are they chain quests? Yeah, you have to do this one first. It's Upper Lenosha. Yeah, they're back to back and they're right here. Are these other ones event quests? I've never heard of these. Or maybe they're not. I didn't realize he was in so many. So many quests. Okay, yeah, this is limited time event. Level 15 ones are usually events. They're still listed here just because it's a wiki. Yep, okay, these are all... Yep. Okay, so aside from the Hildebrand questline, these are the only two other normal quests that he's involved in. It's technically how... It's level 34, so it was during main part of MSQ that you're supposed to meet him. The reason we skipped over it, it's a yellow quest, like this. Doesn't unlock anything, it's not required for the Hildebrand questline, so... So it totally slipped my mind. But this is just to cover up that plot hole about how he knows who I am already. When we met him in Northern Thanalan. You'll find out why he said I have tender fingers. Yeah. As you know from your prior visits, we treat the wounded from the front with all our arts and with the healing waters of the hot springs. We serve soldiers, but for some unaccountable reason we have a goldsmith here at the present. He simply showed up, and we could hardly turn him away. Now he is asking for salamander oil, but we cannot spare him. I find the entire situation awkward in the extreme. Will you extract 4 vials worth of oil from the salamanders roaming nearby and give them to the goldsmith? Oh yeah, I haven't switched mounts on this one. Three of 4. And that's 4 of 4. And there he is. This is technically the first time you're supposed to meet him. Most kind you are, most kind, to bring me the oil of salamander. A thick, sticky oil collected from the underbelly of a river-dwelling salamander. I had a need of a large horn and made the grievous error of visiting a great buffalo with a handsaw. He liked it not, and I sustained a most horrific scratch. It smarted so, and the ache... Oh no, I was not thrown. I am not so green as that. No, when the beast shook its head, I stepped backwards, slipped, and fell. Then I fell again later, strolling back to the dog cart. No need to be shy. You are an adventurer, and I am a goldsmith. The body is simply an instrument, in occasional need of oiling. Oil, sir! Oil, I say! Yeah, exactly like Hildebrand. So they're expecting you to do this first, and then have, you know, remember this when you're having to oil up Hildebrand in that first part of the quest line. You'll be like, wait a minute, this seems familiar. He even says the same thing. Come, my body awaits your ministrations. A relief. Again, I say. Oops. Ah, I can feel soothing fingers working into every knot. That is your cue, sir. Soothing fingers now, please. Now you gotta do this. By the 12, that feels good. Now quickly, with the rubbing. What the fuck? I thought I was supposed to do this. Ah, the healing tingle. Try this again. More rubbing. There we go. This is very much, Ah, pardon me. He was like... Ah, pardon me. Your skill was so great that I was quite transported. Truly, no Uldan attendant could have done better. Sublime! I shall now have a brief drowse, and soak in the springs until sundown. After that, a humble meal with white wine from mine own stock, and perhaps peaches. You go do that. Like father, like son, right? Thank you for your service, adventurer. It seems he believes Bronze Lake to be some sort of a retreat for the rich. He paid a very handsome fee for his stay thus far, and profusely complimented us on our asceticism. The Adventure of the Painting Goldsmith. So that's how you get the Meteor Survivor ring. First one thing, then another. That goldsmith passed out from too much heat. We have warned him time and again this past week not to stay in so long. Honestly, I do not trust myself to tend to this fool, nor have a mind to strangle him. If a poke revives him not, throw a bucket of lake water on him. There was ice on it this morning. Oof, so it's cold as shit. That'll get him. Okay. Time to poke him. That's a new one. You clutch your head dramatically before Godberg. Guess that was added with the patch. Content? That's a new one too. You smile in warm satisfaction. Nice. There it is. And favorites? Poke. I wasn't targeting him anymore. I was like, what the fuck happened? Poked him right in the dick. Still nothing. Alright. Time to dump the freezing lake water on him. Wait, what does it say? Ice cold water gathered from Bronze Lake. That's how to do it. Really? Jesus. All of them. Ernie! Ratha Rolger, what are you doing? Oh, it's you. He of strong yet tender fingers. There it is. I was lost, I freely confess it. I came to this retreat an artisan whose craft had lost its savor, enriching myself by indulging customers' grossest tastes. I was ready to suffer privations, and I did. But today, several hours into the ordeal of the scalding water, my life flashed before my eyes. There I saw forms exquisite. Filigree masks, steel cut to shine like diamonds, graceful galleries of electrum where emeralds took the air with pearly suitors. I must return to Ulda, to my workshop. Okay. You do that. Our goldsmith has departed for home, I am glad to say. He left you this ring, a token of his appreciation, he says. The stone is taken from a fragment of Dalamud itself, created in abiding faith that out of the worst may come beauty. It sounded as though he lost something, or someone, in the calamity. The ring is the only thing I have made in the last 5 years, he said, and now I would like Leon to have it. Extraordinary. A very unexpected turn of events, I must say. I still think him utterly mad, but no doubt he is a more fascinating one. I don't suppose he'd have given me the ring even if I'd... Well, no use fretting over a song already sung. If you'd been nicer to him? Yeah, maybe. See, and that gives you a hint about Hildebrand, because it says it's someone he lost in the Calamity. Well, they reference the Calamity that he took a fragment of Dalamud and made that ring. But then he also said he had the aura of someone who lost someone or something or someone. Which, you know, Hildebrand, obviously. He was mourning his loss, his death, when he tried to save everyone from Dalamud. And there you go. There's Godbert's backstory and how he relates to Hildebrand. Alright, now we can go back to what we were doing. I'm at a sanctuary, so I can just log out here. Fuck it. Alright, let's continue, shall we? Alright. Resume. The business of betrothal. Ah, there you are! I've been doing some investigating of my own since we last parted. I believe I found our Lapis Maiden. The girl's name is Arabella, daughter of one Master Guguremu, a prominent member of the East Aldenard Trading Company. Her eyes and hair a most exceptional shade of blue. Her beauty is the talk of the Sultanate. Her purported beauty, I should say. You see, none have actually seen the girl in the flesh. Apparently, her father is the overprotective sort. Some say that the maiden has never set foot outside the family's well-guarded estate. But all this is about to change. Rumor has it that the girl is to be wed, and not just to anyone, mind you. To the heir to the Bruguiere Consortium. The formal announcement is set to be made at a commemorative feast, to be jointly hosted by the two family businesses. The venue is Costa del Sol, where preparations are going on as we speak. Word on the street is that the bride-to-be will be making a rare public appearance. It is here that the thief intends to strike. I couldn't be more certain of it. Piqued your interest, have I? My sources tell me that the bride's father is already in Costa del Sol, overseeing the preparations. This is one scoop I'm not gonna miss, and you're welcome to come along. Alright, let's do it. This is Master Guguremu of the East Aldenard Trading Company and father of the bride. Let's see what he can tell us. You're not one of my associates. This banquet is for invited guests only. If you have no business here, be on your way at once. Beg pardon, good sir? My name is Ellie, reporter for the Mithril Eye. If I might have just a moment of... Ah yes, that two-gill sensationalist Rag. I read your tiresome screed about the self-styled phantom thief in his letter of challenge. If you have come to tell me my daughter is in danger, I can assure you that your concern is entirely unwarranted. Oh yeah? I have not kept my Arabella safe to this day, to see her whisked away from me by some fly-by-night rogue. I have spared no expense in securing the best protection that money can buy. These guys? The Brass Blades of the Gerbera, an elite unit of the most lethal swordsmen in the Sultanate. They say one of them once caused a man's heart to burst just by looking at him askance. The moment they set eyes on the would-be thief will be his last. Interesting. If the thief is obliging enough to allow himself to be seen, or do those goggles serve some purpose other than making the wearer look utterly ridiculous? Oh shit, the chirps! Consulting Inspector Briarden. Your reputation precedes you. And what, pray tell, would you propose? I have promised some of the wealthiest men in the realm that my daughter will be attending the festivities. To renege on my word would have dire implications for the family trade. My proposal is a simple one. Entrust the investigation to me. The thief will be in shackles before the banquet commences, and it will cost you not a whit of your precious skill. Very well. Let us see if your reputation is deserved. But consider yourself warned. Greater fortunes than you will ever know hinge upon this banquet. I will not tolerate any disturbances. Those is 2.3s. Yeah, we've done 2.1, 2.2. This is 2.3's Hildebrand questline. I think they were going for every patch. Such touching concern for his coin purse. If only he could muster the same for his daughter. Yeah. Here's more about his money, but again, not very surprising how wealthy people tend to be. Most of them, anyway. But do tell, Inspector. After he slipped under our noses the last time, what makes you so confident that you can catch our thief this time around? Our man may boast 1,000 faces, but he has but a single modus operandi. Or operandi. I don't know how to say it honestly. And it is painfully obvious. A letter of challenge. A precious treasure whisked away from its rightful owner in the broad light of day. This tells me that our thief is an attention seeker with supreme confidence in his abilities. Doubtless he means to target the maiden using the same methods he used to abscond with the treaty blade. Even now, the fiend is in our midst, having assumed the identity of someone who will be in close proximity to Miss Arabella at the feast. I have already narrowed the field. Arabella's betrothed, Vans, would be an obvious target for our thief. So too would be his father, Morgan. Yalto Nolto and his wife, Sainana, the guests of honor, will give a toast to the couple's happiness. Both will be standing close to the stage where the bride-to-be is set to appear. Needless to say, we cannot rule out Guguremu himself. Finally, we have Lewinhart, a steward of Guguremu's estate and Miss Arabella's personal attendant. All the key players, save for the Lathbis maiden herself, have assembled in Costa del Sol. Doubtless the phantom thief lurks among them, his face concealed, gathering information and planning his course of attack. I recognize that guy. We will begin our questioning of the suspects immediately. Should you encounter any suspicious individuals, you are to report back to me at... once. He just noticed. Damn! You got knocked the fuck out. Hildebrand Manderville. I could smell the stench of idiocy and incompetence from a mile away. The pleasure is all mine, contriving Inspector Briarden. Forgive me for not revealing myself sooner. I was simply conducting a bit of preliminary undercover investigative work. Yet to see through my ingenious disguise with such ease. Yes, I dare say your powers of observation rival even my own. Fear not, friends. I, Hildebrand, agent of Enquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, have arrived to defend the maiden's honor as only a Manderville man can. Oh, they're having a good time, aren't they? He does realize there's still a fish on site, doesn't he? Good Inspector, I realize we have not seen eye to monocle in the past, but a fair maiden's virtue, mayhap her very life, is at stake. From one gentleman to another, let us put aside our differences. Yes, I would welcome your assistance in this case. Uh-oh. Alright. I think I'm good. Me assist you? Aren't you a funny man? Oh, it makes no matter. My plan is so flawless that not even your bungling can interfere this time. If you wish to assist me, you may do so by keeping watch over the suspects. But he just agrees to it. In the meantime, I have a promising lead to investigate. I shall return before the banquet begins. While I know this may be asking much, do try not to do anything too stupid in my absence, will you? I would speak with you, but not here. I will be waiting for you outside Costa del Sol. Come quickly, for we do not have the luxury of time. Fair enough. Inspector Briarden seems to have taken a liking to you. You should be proud. As you can see by his treatment of someone we know, the man doesn't suffer fools lightly. It is not by fate's whimsy that we have been reunited here today, friend. You were destined to be by my side as I apprehend the fiend and defend the fair maiden's virtue. Apparently. You've come. Excellent. With that buffoon suitably distracted, we can get to more important matters. But before we proceed, what might I call you? Leon Starcrest, I guess. An unremarkable name, but it will suffice. Fuck you too, Briarden. Now answer me this, Leon. You were there when the Phantom Thief in the guise of Lady Dorilda stole off with the Treaty Blade. Was there anything about our foe's disguise that struck you as particularly noteworthy? That's for me to know, correct? No. The perfect mannerisms? I'd say the identical appearance too, but intriguing. Where most would point out the sheer physical perfection of the disguise, you turn an eye within. Yeah, exactly. I was like, either one is correct, honestly. She looked exactly like the other chick. A thorough inspection of the mask left behind at the scene revealed a tiny prism sewn into the fabric. It is this stone that allows them to change appearances at will. And yet, like you, this was a secondary concern to me. From movements to mannerisms to that utterly obnoxious personality, the thief did not merely look like Lady Dorilda, he was her. Such a feat could not be accomplished by magical trickery alone. Exactly. That's why I didn't point out the appearance. It's like, what's more important is how he was able to, or how they were able to act exactly like her, not just look like her. We are dealing with a clever and thorough criminal. Not content to rely on his ample powers of disguise, he studies his targets closely before assuming their identities. He emulates them utterly and completely, and not even their closest friends or family could detect that aught is amiss. All the key players arrived at Costa del Sol 3 days ago, when preparations for the banquet began. This would afford our thief more than enough time to study his would-be target. And yet, some disguises are more challenging than others. Put yourself in the mind of our phantom, Leon. If you were the thief, whose identity would you first assume? A brass blade, one of the guess, I will not say. How to take a guess? What would be the smarter play? This is a tough one. One of the guards or one of the guests? I guess I'll go with guards just because it's less conspicuous. You're closer to the target, per se, because you're protecting them. Let's see what he says. Precisely. Clearly, you are far less useless than the bumbling inspector whose company you keep. Well, thanks, dude. I'm glad you like my powers of deduction. Strong in number, few of words. Able to come and go as they please. A fearsome reputation to scare away any who would draw near enough to realize something was amiss. An ideal entry into Costa del Sol for our man. Deducing as much, I made a point to question brass blades in the area. Little to my surprise, I learned that there was one man who had not been seen at his favorite alehouse for 3 days past. Our thief has not made a habit of wanton murder. Doubtless the poor man is lying naked in a ditch not far from here. In addition to general security duties, each of the brass blades has been assigned to serve as bodyguard for one or more of the guests. If the man can tell us of his assigned charge, like as not, his answer will reveal the current identity of our thief. Our thief would not have had the time to carry the unconscious man far. I will canvass the immediate area. You begin your search on the outskirts of Costa del Sol. Okay. I'm glad we're of the same mind. This is not something I practiced either. Those answer choices were just off the top of my head. I don't remember what I answered the first time I did this either. It's been too damn long. I didn't rehearse it to get a certain outcome from his responses. It was off the cuff. Excellent. You are one of the less incompetent assistants I have worked with. Gee, thanks. So, thank the gods! Please free me from these chains before the snippers eat me alive! Those crabs over there? Ah, don't worry about it. They don't know you're here yet. Yet. There. Now tell me all that you can remember about what happened to you. Try to be brief. Well, we just arrived in Costa del Sol. Had a briefing of sorts. Master Guguremu gave us each our orders. Who we'd be looking after and the like. Had a mind to tour the area, get my bearings. Next thing I knew, I felt a thwack on the back of my head. When I came to, here I was, stripped to my skivvies. Much to the chagrin of those of us who have to look at you. You say you received orders from Master Guguremu. Who was to be your charge? My memory's hazy, but... Ah! One was Morgan, father of the groom. The other was a Lalafellan gent from Limsa. Yalto Nolto. Now try your best to remember. Were there any other guests with whom you were ordered to interact? Come to think of it, yes. There were also the steward Lewenhart. I was to review with him the schedule of events, discuss the protection of key supplies, that sort of thing. Morgant, Yalto Nolto, and Lewenhart. Thank you. For an incompetent fool, your testimony has proved astonishingly enlightening. Damn, you're pretty fucking harsh with everybody, aren't you, you prick? I shall see this man back to the city and into the possession of some new clothes. After which I shall return to Costa del Sol to continue the investigation. Go on ahead of me, and for the love of God, just make sure that imbecile doesn't cause too much trouble in my absence. You got it. Prick. The snippers. Oh, they're actually called snippers, too. Inspector Briarden seems to have taken a liking to you. You should be proud. As you can see by his treatment of someone we know, the man doesn't suffer fools lightly. Alright, we read that already. Didn't change your dialogue. Ah, there you are, friend. Not a moment too soon. For I was about to commence my investigation in earnest. Tell me, did your and Inspector Briarden's avenue of inquiry bear fruit? Well, yeah, kinda. Morgant, Yalto Nolto, and the steward Lewenhart, you say? It does not surprise me. Yes, I had considered them all exceptionally suspicious from the start. With the Lapis Maiden in danger, we cannot afford a moment's delay. I, Hildebrand, shall have our thief in shackles before the Inspector returns. Oh god, here we go. Fear not, friend. The Inspector shall be none the wiser. Aha! If he had hoped to nab the fiend for himself, he should not have simplified the task for me so. Ah! There is one of our aspects standing suspiciously under that canopy over there. One of our suspects, sorry. Just you wait, fiend. I shall rip the mask from your face and reveal you for the rogue that you are. Oof. Here we go. The lucky father of the groom-to-be, or the fiend who would sully the maiden's virtue. In a matter of moments, all shall be revealed. The maiden's virtue. All I have done to raise Arabella to a beautiful young woman has been in anticipation of this day. I have never been more proud to call myself her father. I am Vance, heir to the chairmanship of the Brugaire Consortium. And who exactly were you again? I'm sorry, I just realized that I don't particularly care. Yeah, fuck you too. Stand back, friend. The man we pursue is a criminal mastermind. A mere slip of the tongue could put our case, nay, our very lives in danger. But have no fear. Miss Ellie, ready your quill that you might record my every word as I employ the time-honored art of parley, handed down from Mandeville men of ages past, to reveal our foe. I can think of few topics that would interest my readers less than your blatherings. Just catch the thief so I can have my story, would you? Don't worry, Inspector. I brought my quill and journal too. Your adoring fans won't miss a word. Capital. That is why you are my favorite assistant, Nashu. Now behold as I ensnare our prey with a web of words leading to his inevitable demise. Good day, Master Gigarumu, and a fine day it must be, for you most of all. Allow me to offer my most heartfelt congratulations on your betrothal to the enchanting Miss Arabella. What is this nonsense? Arabella is my daughter, you... Just who in the seven hells are you, anyway? Guards? Guards! Ah, ha, ha, ha. Now hold your chocobos, Guguremu. I recognize the lad. This is Hildebrand, agent of inquiry and inspector extraordinaire. Come to save the lovely lass from the clutches of the phantom thief, have you? I reckon we owe the man our gratitude. Ivans? A phantom thief? Balderdash and rot, if you ask me. That said, my betrothed must be quite the beauty indeed to have such rumors told about her. Perhaps she's worthy of me after all. Ha ha! Wow, what a stuck-up prick. He exudes an unusual degree of confidence for such an fashion-challenged youth. Most suspicious. Damn! Hildebrand just called his ass out. That was savage. He's a damn sight easier on the eyes than you. Oh! That was brutal. That's me, Vans, ever calm in the face of danger. Truly his father's son. A worthy heir to the Brugere consortium, and a worthy match for my daughter, I must say. Yes, I foresee many years of prosperity for our families. Or family, I should say. Ho-ho! Which reminds me, Master Vans. Arabella asked me to convey her gratitude to you from the golden clasp you sent some months ago. It has not left her neck since the day. What the hell? Fuck, it's not on my glasses. I got an eyelash or something trying to get in my eye. Oh, that little trinket? 'Twas nothing. Tell your daughter the greatest treasures in the realm will be hers once we are wed. God, these stuck-up pricks. All of them. The time-honored Mandeville art of parley? We'd be sleeping with the fishes now had Morgan not spoke up on your behalf. That said, nothing about the interactions between the three struck me as particularly unnatural. Ha 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 ha! Let us not rush to conclusions, Miss Ellie. A gentleman fancies a more methodical approach. Yes, everything is proceeding according to my master plan. Whoops! I was supposed to be taking this down, wasn't I? Everything is proceeding according to my master plan. I sought only to earn the trust of the families before confronting Yalto Noto and Leonhardt. What the fuck was she writing then if she wasn't... Who have aroused my suspicion from the start. Come, we have a thief to apprehend. All I have done to raise Arabella to a beautiful young woman has been in anticipation of this day. Oh, we read this already. They didn't change the dialogue. Vans is me own flesh and blood, heir to the Brugere consortium. It barely needs saying that he'd settle for no less than the most storied beauty the realm over. Same thing as before. If that other guy said the same thing, I didn't recognize it the second time around. Yalto, Nolto, and Leonhardt. One of the two wears a mask, but which? With a few words, all will be revealed. Renting out Master Gigaruju's private property would be almost unthinkable for most folk. But Gil talks, and neither the Brugere Consortium nor the East Aldenard Trading Company are in any danger of running their coffers dry. Of course. Saimana. Oh, how I am looking forward to meeting Miss Arabella. They say many a song is sung of her beauty. Mind you, there was a song or two sung of me in my day. That goes for all of us, doesn't it? What the? Excuse me. I'm not seeing your faces around here. With the East Aldenard Trading Company, are you? Yeah. Well, why yes, good sir, very much with them. Some might even say we are the East Aldenard Trading Company. Ha ha ha! That sucks, that line. But people buy it. Excuse me. Oh ho! Pleasure to meet you. Do tell, is the Lapis Maiden as lovely as they say? Sainana here is no slouch herself, but like me, she's getting on in years. No offense intended, my dear. Oh, but where are me manners? Yalto Nolto of the Brugere Consortium, and this is me wife, Sainana. I look forward to many profitable dealings with you and yours in the moons and years to come. Aye, I dare say this wedding, and the joining together of our family businesses, gonna be happening at a better time. What with all manner of fell beasts and beastmen taking aim at our wares. Why, just the other day, a shipment of imported foodstuffs was waylaid by the Mandragoras. Nasty buggers, a lot of them. If I were 20 years younger, I'd dice them up myself and make a salad out of... Ye have heard of the Mandragoras, haven't you? Another comeback from FF12. And FF4, too. Yeah, they were in Final Fantasy IV first. But of course, I once spent a year honing body and mind with the Fist of Raldner. My fellow monks and I would chant several hundred mantra whatsits a day. And your food stores were occasionally raided by the ruthless band of rogue vegetables known as the Mandragoras, yes? Dumbass. Would it kill you to read the Mithril Eye and educate yourself from time to time? A fearsome lot they are. Rumor has it that they'll not rest until every fruit or vegetable harvested for consumption has been freed from captivity. Why, they struck at the larder here just days ago. Our supplies were decimated. Fear not, milady. I was able to arrange for an emergency shipment to replace the stolen produce. It arrived safely some time ago. Settle down, Sainana. Forgive me, wife. She's always saying how meat is bad for her figure. And with that, I'd best go prepare me speech. Carry on, lads. Criminy! None of those three were suspicious in the least. But we must not give up hope, lest he of many faces have the last laugh. Where there is a will, a gentleman shall find a way. Come, Neshu. We must move quickly, or the Lapis Maiden shall not be the only one to come to harm. You speak so fast, Inspector. Sign of a quick mind, I'm sure. Now, where was I? Give up hope. He of many faces will laugh last. The Lapis Maiden shall not be the only one to come to harm. I'm not sure that captures the Inspector's intended meaning. But this is no time for us to be standing around. Inspector Briarden will be back any moment now, and he's not the type to suffer excuses. Quite so, Miss Sully. Fortunately, I have a plan. Let us investigate the foodstuffs of which Master Lewenhart spoke. Should we find any contradictions in his testimony, we can consider the man a prime suspect. Inspector Briarden will be back before long. Come, Nashu. This is no time to delay. Good food, good drink, and good tidings. That today's announcement will send even more gil flowing into our coffers only makes the wine taste all the sweeter. Yeah, because you just can't get enough money, can you? Oh, how I am looking forward to meeting Miss Arabella. They say many a song is sung of her beauty. Oh, she says the same thing as before. Didn't recognize it at first. Renting out Master Gigaruja's private property would be almost unthinkable for most folk. But Gil talks and oh yeah, he said the same thing. I thought he changed the shit too. How many lines of dialogue? I'm starting to forget what some of these fools say. Oh well. What about you? Look at this! Now there's water. Now there isn't. Now there's water. He's fascinated by waves hitting the beach. God, give me strength. Some of those coconuts don't look like coconuts. Oh, you're right. Some of them have fuses sticking out of them. These crates must contain the foodstuffs of which Master Lewenhart spoke. At a glance, they do not appear particularly suspicious, but our investigation must not be deterred. Well, let me check it out. Yeah. Crates of assorted foodstuffs and a veritable host of luscious-looking coconuts. It appears that our man Lewenhart spoke true. Ye gods! Are those explosives I spy concealed amongst these coconuts? Perhaps I spoke in haste. It would appear that we have found our phantom thief after all. And he put in bombs there. Oh, those are mine, Inspector. I was looking for a place to set them down, you see, and those coconuts were looking awfully lonely. Would you do that? Nashu, far be it from me to cast doubt on your choice of hobbies, but what in the name of the 12 would possess you to bring your creations to an investigation? Well, they were so helpful in jogging your memory that one time, and I just thought... does this mean you won't be needing this piece of driftwood either? Your enthusiasm is always admirable, Nashu, but in this event I fear it's somewhat misdirected. Now, set the driftwood down over there and concentrate on taking your notes like the astute assistant you are. When even Hildebrand is somewhat condescending and, you know, reprimanding you for dicking around too much, that's quite a feat. I say, we are most fortunate that confounding Inspector Briarden is otherwise occupied at the moment. Were he to chance upon this scene, he would veritably explode in anger. Or in rage, sorry. Now, let us dispose of these things before an errant ember sends us all to a fiery demise. Confounding Inspector Briarden. Explode. A fiery demise. Got it. Are you sure about that? He's made it sound like he wants to murder him. Uh-oh. Don't look now, but someone has returned at the absolute worst possible time. You two were supposed to be keeping an eye on the suspects and staying out of trouble, yes? The inspector will have a fit if he sees you here. But Miss Ellie, should Inspector Briarden come upon these explosives, the consequences will be even more dire. Leon and I will see that the inspector keeps a wide berth of this beach. You two just get out of here and be quick about it. Quick thinking, Miss Ellie. Come, nephew, we shall return for your creations once Inspector Briarden has been led safely from the scene. Investigation calls us and we must heed its cry. Well, they're getting dry. I'm gonna need to... Oh, it's been 2 hours. I'm gonna take a break anyway. Pretty soon. Get some much needed H2O. Water. Agua. This stuff, but not salted. Oof. Been hit by a wave of fatigue. All we have to do is lure him away from these crates. That shouldn't be too difficult, right? Yeah. We could just tell him what's there. A burst of inspiration. So Hildebrand has managed thus far not to destroy anything. Consider me something almost resembling impressed. Haha, indeed. But enough about Hildebrand. Leon and I have been waiting to hear your latest theories. We should go somewhere quiet and... An excellent idea, Miss Ellie. Ah yes, that spot just over there by the crate should suffice. There, of all places! But surely we could find somewhere more scenic? I am not here on vacation. I am here to solve a case. Besides, we cannot afford to have our conversation overheard. That junk-littered beach should afford us some welcome privacy. Yes, Inspector. Privacy, indeed. Bloody hells. Don't worry, Leon. I'll figure out some way to lead him clear of the bombs. I said wombs. The wombs. Like, what the fuck? I think the tide is rising. We really should move to higher ground. Briarden. Is it just me, or is there a bit of a chill in the air? But perhaps we should go someplace warm. I, for one, welcome a respite from the sweltering heat. Besides, this will not take long. If you insist, Inspector. Want a shake? Through the questioning of a brass blade attacked by our quarry, I have identified the 3 individuals most likely to be our thief in disguise. To wit, Morgant, Yalto Nolto, and Lewenhart. The 3 of us shall split up, with each of us keeping watch over... Are the 2 of you listening? Of course we are. Beg pardon, Inspector. Yeah, we're listening. You look unwell, Miss Ellie. Perhaps you were right. I too feel a chill wind blowing in. Mayhap we should continue our conversation elsewhere. Ah, but there is no need. Wait here and I shall build us a fire. That's the worst idea. Ha ha ha! Methinks the superior inspector has taken leave of his senses. The chance of locating suitable kindling on these barren shores is infinitesimal. Here we are. This piece of driftwood should serve perfectly. And as fortune would have it, I just happen to have a flintstone on my person. Actually, that's hers. That's her driftwood. He's like, Nashu, you've killed him. We're just backing away like, he's fucked, he's on his own. There's no cause for alarm. It is not blood that courses through the inspector's veins, but ice. I could not fathom a series of events that would lead such a calm and composed individual to lose his firm grip on that fiery torch. Remarkable insight, Inspector. I must record these words for posterity. Whee! It's flying! Really? Hmm? What have we here? Everything is proceeding according to my master plan? Oh, Nashu's notes earlier from Hildebrand. That made it sound like he wanted to kill Brian. Oh shit. The twitch. He's just like, Jesus, why? Could this be? Another challenge from the Fiend? Surely you just, Inspector. It looks nothing like his usual card, see? Doubtless it's just the idle ravings of some madman. Oh yeah. Just not along. Perhaps so, but we must exercise due caution. Ah, there are 2 more pages. Oh. She's getting... Oh god. Give up hope, he of many faces will laugh last. It is not the lapis maiden alone that shall come to harm. It is more direct than his previous challenges, but there can be no doubt as to the sending. But what is this talk of another victim? The final page holds the answer, no doubt. The final page? Confounding Inspector Briarden will meet a fiery demise. Your life's in danger, fool. Oh no. It's coming. Oh! He freaked out. He's about to sneeze. You got this. Ellie? Almost forgot her name. Save him! Hella far away. Wait! Oh, shit! But it didn't light the bombs. We're safe. Whew. Just don't move. You'll be fine. See? All's well that ends well. Yeah. He's like, ah. No! Oh my god. Oh man. You know, I just realized that probably the timing was probably a bit off for you guys. because there's a delay between what I see on my TV and what you guys see over here. I won't know till I watch the stream back, though. Like, the capture card has a delay, basically. Like, the text box, it appeared on my screen like at least 2 or 3 seconds before it did over there on the preview. You saw through the fiend's ruse. But how? Let's just call it reporter's intuition. Are you hurt? A ringing in my ears, but otherwise no worse for the wear. You have my gratitude. Saved his life, and now he's taken it back with you. Isn't that cute? Hildebrand Manderville, were you able to learn aught of the fiend who made this ignoble attempt on my life? This was a scene where it really won me over. The whole thing with the explosion and everything. I was like, okay, this is basically meant to be over the top slapstick comedy, is what this entire questline is meant to be, and I love it. I love slapstick comedy. But it's more than that, of course, but that's a huge element in it, and I do like that a lot. I was just like, this is over the top ridiculous in every way, and I love it. I exhausted every effort, Inspector, yet I fear our quarry proves ever elusive. Excellent. I might have died of shock if you had. At any rate, our foe has revealed himself as no mere thief, but a madman who will resort to cold-blooded murder. We must redouble our vigilance, lest the others come to harm. Oh, wait, she's smiling up at him now. Vigilance! Yes, vigilance is the order of the day. I sense chemistry between those two now. What in the name of the gods? Thal's teeth! Those vegetables cost a fortune! And they're ruined! Ruined! Agent of enquiry? More like agent of injury and incompetence! You are to replace the supplies that you destroyed before the banquet begins, or I will see the entire lot of you rot in jail! Yeah, the coconuts are fucked. Clearly our thief has decided that my prodigious intellect presents the greatest threat to his schemes. Perhaps he is a more clever man than I thought. Yeah, sure. Is that a fish? I'm getting hungry. Oh yeah, cats like fish, don't they? Well, people in general like to eat fish, though. So, either way. Thanks to our quick thinking, the bombs are no more and the inspector is none the wiser. 'Tis a shame to see good food go to waste, though. Those coconuts look positively luscious. I would ask how he survived an explosion at point-blank range, but something tells me that's one more mystery better left unsolved. I mean, yeah, if he survived flying over Dalamud and then landing straight on his head from that height, I don't think an explosion like that's gonna kill him. Plus, it's not the first time he's been blown up. Ashu blew him up already. What's up, dude? What was that terrible explosion coming from the beach? Is everyone safe? Fear not, the fiend's artless attempt on my life has been thwarted. Sadly, your food supply did not escape unscathed. Master Gugurimu bids that the damaged ingredients be replaced with all speed. Good gods! This is no thief, this is a madman! As for replacing the ingredients, I fear that will prove a difficult task. Those crates contained imported vegetables of considerable rarity, you see. Vegetables that are in particularly short supply these days, what with the mandragoras at large. Even if I were to place the order immediately, it would likely take days to arrive. The mandragoras? I have heard of that fell band. Tell me, what manner of vegetables did they steal? The rarest was an import from the Far East. I do not recall the name, but it very closely resembled the Eorzean dragon pepper. Save for its color, which was a deep purple. Methinks you dost worry too much, Master Leuwenhart. Our course of action is clear. We need only storm into the den of these overgrown weeds and steal your precious purple dragon peppers right back. I would advise against that, Inspector. These are no ordinary mandragoras, but rather a bloodthirsty band of killers given succulent flesh. Succulent flesh, because they're made of fruits and veggies. Even the brass blades of the Gerbera proved unable to resist them. Oh, a formidable foe indeed. Were only there a brave soul in our midst, with a wont for taking on fearsome enemies, with not a shred of concern for his own well-being. Your eyes, friend, they speak to me. They say, I, yes, I shall vanquish these rogue vegetables and deliver the purloined goods back to the rightful owner. What? I said that? You are truly a godsend, adventurer. One Sundamol of the Yellow Jackets has been charged with defending the roads from the Mandragoras. If anyone would have knowledge of their current whereabouts, it would be him. Without those ingredients, Master Guguremu would like to cook me instead. Please, friend, you're my only hope. A gentleman would never let his comrade face danger alone. Let us away to Limsa together. Oh, there we go. At least he's got some stones on him. He'll actually come with me. Excuse me. One Sundamal of the Yellow Jackets is in charge of defending the roads. Okay. Same thing as in the cutscene. If you've come for the Mandragoras, I fear you're half a bell too late. As were we, blast it all. To hear the poor merchant tell it, no sooner had he opened his cargo hold than to check on a shipment of vegetables than did an onion turn on him, screeching bloody murder. Fled his own vessel in sheer terror, he did. By the time he came to his senses, they had set sail without him. The merchant left for Aleport, hoping to recoup his losses. If you've a mind to go after the culprits, you might lend an ear to his sad tale. Ah, is the thrill of the chase not invigorating, friend? The ferry docked by Fisherman's Bottom will carry us to Aleport. Let us be swiftly on our way. Tiny trader. Eek! Don't sneak up on me like that! I thought you were a feral turnip, a murderous eggplant, or something like that. Think I jest, do ya? You'd be singing a different tune if a shot of tomato juice almost took out your eye as it did mine. My eye! By the time I'd regained me wits, they'd already set sail with me ship and me livelihood. I'm ruined. Ruined! If I never see another bleeding onion till the end of me days, it'll be too soon. Seeds of rebellion. Here we go. To hear most say it, the Mandragoras are a nasty lot. A right pain in the ass to farmers and provisioners the realm over. But let me tell you, friend, that ain't the least of it. Freeing their fellow fronds from our larders and tables is but the beginning. The bulbous blackguards have a far grander scheme. Revolution. Madness, you say? Take a ferry to the Isles of Umbra and see with your own eyes. A veritable vegetable kingdom where eggplants and turnips rule with an iron fist. This muscle-bound fellow with the dim expression, I could swear I've seen his face somewhere before. Bugger me. If it ain't the undead overlord who fancies himself a gentleman inspector. Which would make you... could it be? The adventurer who bested the thieving duelist in single combat? Are you the one who bested the duelist? Yes. Well, bugger me and call me inspector. Tell me, is it true that the duelist traveled with a demon bird whose crow could split the heavens? But that's neither here nor there. Look, I don't know about you, but I ain't so keen on the notion of calling a bloody tomato your grace. And that's exactly the fate we're in for if we don't nip this revolution in the bud. And I mean that literally. Literally. As we speak, the Mandragoras are planting themselves a whole army of their own kind on the Isles of Umbra. You'd be doing the whole realm a favor if you could go there and uproot them for the harvest before the harvest comes. Many a case have I solved in my day, but I've not matched wits with sentient plant life before. They should prove quite exhilarating. To the Isles of Umbra. You haven't, but I have. Reflexy, anyone? Let's just take the ferry skipper. We've already flown there before. Taken the long way. Whoa! Yeah. The lighting here. It looks like a fucking zombie. Holy shit. Mandragora blood. I see it moving. Circle X upside down triangle. Circle, circle, X, triangle, square. I'm guessing that's meant to be some kind of... You feel a hostile gaze upon you. Like it's meant to be censorship for someone cursing at us? Maybe. Another one. Explored and deleted. You feel a hostile gaze upon you. You feel a hostile gaze upon you. Holy man, you alright, dude? Friend, my pursuit of the Mandragoras has led me beneath the surface. Yes, they must be down here. Somewhere. Commence the Mandragoras? Yeah. The Mandragoras encountered. It's a fate. Sensing weakness in the realm following the calamity, 5 rogue vegetables, well, technically 4 and a fruit, have risen up to rid the land of all meat, including you. Cool off the Mandragoras before their verdant insurgents gain steam. Alright, let's do this. Are they gonna fight just like an FF12? So they do a bunch of random shit? They were a hunt back then. I think I might need backup for this. Poor Crispy Curl, man. I just got hit by some of their shit. Right in the nuts. Hey, you little shit. Get over here. Damn, he's well guarded right now. Can't really do anything. Garlic tester. I forgot to pay attention to all their names. There, he's weak! Phew! That's how quests or fates related to quests should be. You should just be able to activate them when you're there instead of having to wait around for them to spawn like the first one in this quest line when we were looking for Hildebrand. Impeccably fought, my friend. I only wish I had seen the battle with my own eyes. You may go on ahead to Costa del Sol. I shall be along as soon as I extricate myself. Again. What took you so long, friend? The Isles of Umbra are but a short sprint away. I trust you have brought along the goods we so bravely reclaimed. How the fuck did he get here before me? You return! I feared you might end up a tasty snack for a crazed head of cabbage. Foodstuffs pilfered from the stores in Costa del Sol. The stolen foodstuffs! You've saved my hide today. Oh, but I must see if those purple dragon peppers are intact. Master Guguremu is quite particular about his seasonings. Ooh, can I come too? I've never seen a purple dragon pepper before. That wild vegetable chase was a pleasant diversion, but it is time we return to the case. Now, there must be some clues that yet eludes us. Core! The peppers have changed color! What's this? Peppers that possess the same powers of disguise as our many-faced foe? A gentleman must needs investigate! A striking shade of blue, quite far from the purple that Master Leuwenhoek described. Perhaps we recovered the wrong crate? But look here, Inspector. The crate is clearly marked for Costa del Sol. Curious. Did I say purple? I meant a purplish blue, or a bluish purple? The two colors are really quite similar when you think about it. These peppers have a most distinctive hue. No man could reasonably mistake it for any shade of purple. Unless, of course, he was wearing a very particular sort of eyewear at the time. Where are you driving at? Ha! The charade is up! After the man! It is as I suspected all along. The goggles have proved the key to cracking the case. With speed, Nashu! The fiend must be brought to justice. Yeah, you're wearing goggles with a tint on them. Yeah, you're gonna see it differently. I was like, there's nothing remotely similar about purple and blue. I mean, I guess they're close on the color wheel, but come on. He was grasping at straws. You put them together, you get violet. There's that. Actually, no. It was actually red and purple I'm thinking of. That gets violet. What does the blue and purple make? Dark purple, I think? Some other shade. What the fuck happened to him? You can run, but you cannot. Well, you said it. Show him moves faster, buddy. You get him. If you thought you could outsprint this Manderville man, you were sorely mistaken. For pilfering a priceless blade, threatening a maiden's virtue, and untold crimes against the law-abiding citizens of Eorzea, I, Hildebrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, hereby place you under arrest. Done in by a snipper. A fitting end for an ignoble thief. Let us see what lies behind the mask. One of those crabs got him, really? Oh, he's still alive. Ah. Well, where am I? Who are you? Wait, don't tell me we just found the real one and the other guy was in disguise. Ha! Playing the fool will avail you not. I suggest you come willingly. A gentleman is not given to violence, but should you attempt to resist, I disavow responsibility for any shattered skulls and broken bones. He has no idea what we're talking about. Wait! I remember now. I was on my way to meet up with Miss Arabella when... But Miss Arabella! I must find her at once! Oh, my head. It would seem that this man wears no mask. This is the true Lewinhart. I swear on my life that it is so. I was en route to the estate in Wineport when one of the brass blades on patrol approached me. We exchanged greetings, and in the next instant he turned on me. I fought desperately to defend myself, even managing to drive a kitchen knife into the man's right hand. In the end, though, he proved too strong for me. Damn, you stabbed his hand? Now that you mention it, the imposter was wearing gloves. I knew there was something suspicious about him. Gloves just like this guy. There is still time before the banquet begins. Knowing our quarry, he has doubtless already assumed a new identity. And yet, he could not have foreseen this turn of events. It is unlikely that he had the time to thoroughly research his new target. Most importantly, we now know that the thief suffered a wound to his right hand. We need simply return to Costa del Sol and examine the hands of all present. He's wearing gloves. He's wearing gloves. Hildebrand's wearing gloves. I'm not. Oh shit. My eyes get a little irritated. Give me a sec. Whew, I've been yawning a lot too. I think I need to get some food, not just water. Need a proper meal. Fuck. Oh, alright. I think I'm good. Anyway. An excellent plan, Inspector. While you do so, we shall accompany Lewinhart back to the estate, that we might ensure Miss Arabella's safety. You're still alive, I see. I have found you, my little ones. Let me guess, you seethe with anger at those that took from you what was yours. There's the guy with the gloves. Then it would appear our goals are in accord. Make for Costa del Sol and await my orders. When the time is right, revenge will be yours. Whew. The game is afoot, inspectors. Took off his mask. Now, what mask shall I wear to the ball? Actually, there's an ether right there. What am I doing? Taking the long way. Do I dream? But I must, for such beauty could not be of this world. A gentleman's heart swoons. Oh, this is the fabled Arabella? Well, well. Yeah, she alright. She's kinda pretty. Miss Arabella, what are you doing out here? You must return to the estate at once. Oh, Lewin, always a worrier. Your concern is touching, but I am a woman grown. Besides, I just wanted to see the flowers. I just noticed there's a Lalafell right next to her. Lovely though these flowers may be, they are as unsightly weeds when measured against your beauty. I am Hildebrand, the agent of inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire. Please, call me Hildy. Smooth talk over here, huh? The pleasure is mine, my lord. Much have I heard of your deeds. Tell me, are these rumors of a many-faced thief true? I fear they are, Miss Arabella, but still your gentle heart. For as long as Hildebrand is on the case, then the fiend shall not lay a twisted finger upon you. This I swear on the Manderville name. The gods smile on me indeed to send such a strong and handsome gentleman as my champion. And yet... Oh, you seem pensive, my lady. Something the matter? To tell the truth, this marriage has been arranged against my wishes. I do not love Vance. Why, I have not even met him. He sent me this clasp as a betrothal gift. A treasure for my treasure. Wear it always. The message said. I do not care how beautiful it is. It might as well be a golden shackle. But Miss Arabella, you must not say such things. It's just how she feels, dude. Arranged marriages suck. An arranged marriage to a youth you have not even met? Unconscionable. Father says that this marriage must happen, that it is for the future of the family trade. Yeah, that's all he gives a shit about, not you. Or your happiness. Spoken like a true Uldon. But if I may be bold, milady, would I be correct in assuming that you and your father are not related by blood? Quite so. Yeah, you're not a Lalafell like him. Father found me amongst the beggars on Pearl Lane when I was just a babe. He took me in and raised me as his own. He took Lewin in as well, though as servant rather than son. You may think father a cold and miserly man, but to me he is a man who gave me warmth and hope where I had none. I will learn to love Vance, even if that will make father happy. Aww. That's love right there. At least, you know, from her to him. You cannot be serious, Miss Arabella. You are a beautiful young woman with your whole life ahead of you. Surely you would not have to look far to find a gentleman with whom you would rather spend the rest of your days. If I have to spend another hour with you, I'm like to lose my wits. But anyway, we should return to Costa del Sol and see how the inspector's investigation fares. I, as well, must prepare for the banquet. Farewell, friends. Got all in first person. I must return to the estate to prepare for the banquet. Till we meet again, friend. A case of indecency. The final mission. We've not a moment to lose, friend. The time of our final confrontation with the fiend is nigh. Our foe has doubtless assumed a new identity, but have no fear. Upon our return to Costa del Sol, I shall employ the time-tested Manderville art of parley to cut through the fiend's flimsy facade. Again. 'Tis an art that I would impart to you as well, friend, though there will be time enough for that once our foe is in shackles and Miss Arabella is safe. No doubt it shall prove as invaluable in your adventures as it has in my investigations. Or failing that, serve to entertain you when you have nothing better to do. It's a minigame that gets unlocked, called Parlay. I haven't beaten it yet. You have to play it in your in-room, when you're by yourself. There's nothing better to do, basically. But I digress. A gentleman must away to Costa del Sol. The fair maiden's life hangs in the balance. Nashu, Miss Ellie, with me. Oh, right. Oh. It's almost like I'd want to take a nap too, not just eat. That fellow under the table looks terribly suspicious. Under what table? So, oh my god. These fuckers say the same shit as before. Yeah. Whew, damn, I'm getting tired suddenly. Jesus Christ. I think this is about to wrap up. I gotta take a break. A long one. Inspector Briarden, I have seen to the maiden's safety. Miss Arabella will be along soon. How fares your investigation? I have canvassed the grounds, but none of the guests are concealing their hands. How can this be? The thief must be somewhere. Miss Arabella just left her estate, I hear. I suppose we'll find out soon enough if her beauty is truly a match for our own. Hee hee. There's no time. Without the thief in custody, we cannot risk allowing Miss Arabella to take the stage. But Inspector, Vans and his family will not take kindly to his betrothed's absence. That is nothing of my concern. Besides, doubtless the Inspector here will think of something. Me? What do you propose? You're the expert at creating diversions. Can't you just knock something over, blow something up or the like? You know, like you always do? Inspector Briarden, I knew the day would come that you recognize my many talents. Worry not about Master Vans. Yes, for the sake of the maiden, a gentleman will do what must needs be done. The poor sop lacks even the wits to know when he's being insulted. Now to the task at hand. We must find a way to conceal Miss Arabella's true identity. Not far from here are the servants' quarters. There should be a change of clothes lying about. Perfect. Leon, find some suitably ordinary garb and deliver it to Miss Arabella outside the gates. I shall proceed with the investigation. Oh, not again. Another eyelash? Jesus. Can't tell. I ain't never stayed too long at any one job, but I've been here for a good while now. Might be as it's something to do with that pretty dancer lass, Ilga. You're infatuated with her, huh? Gegeruju Manor Retainer. Well, speaking of lovely ladies, hello there. The hills have eyes! Oh. Has Lapis Maiden arrived yet? I simply must look upon her beauty for myself. Trust me, you give her some good competition. Servant's garb, you say? I much prefer what you're wearing, but we certainly have enough rags to go around. Here you go. Do with them as you will. Well, thanks. She complimented my clothes. I like that. Okay. Greetings, friend. Oh? What's this you have for me? Sewn in a competent fashion by a reasonably talented tailor, using materials of a satisfactory quality. These garments have been kept in acceptable shape and more than likely commanded an average to fair price at market. Here, put this shit on. Servant's garb? But why? Miss Arabella, with the thief still at large, the risk of letting you be seen is too great. Change into those clothes and promise that you will not leave my sight. But the ceremony! Father will be furious! And Lord Vans. We are dealing with a man who tried to blast me to the heavens, and almost succeeded. We cannot exercise enough caution. As for the ceremony, I have entrusted the matter to a certain gentleman. You need only concern yourself with your own safety. We should do as the inspector says, Miss Arabella. Your life is more important than this marriage, or whatever profits your father stands to gain from it. Lewin, if father heard you say such things, he'd fire you on the spot. I should have said them long ago. By not doing so, I have put your life in danger. But besides, we have not one, but two skilled inspectors on the case. It will not be long until the fiend is brought to justice. Very well. I shall retreat to the carriage. Pray wait for me here. Nice. My apologies for the delay. What should I do with my banquet dress, Inspector? Leon, bring Miss Arabella's dress to that bumbling inspector. I dare not speculate as to how he intends to see to his task, but I would imagine he requires all the help he can get. Now let us return before the festivities begin. See ya. You will not elude me this time, fiend. Ah, you return. Me? I was in the act of formulating a master plan to distract Master Vans at the ceremony. Is there aught I might do for you? Breathtaking dress, an expertly tailored dress certain to make eyes bulge and hearts stop. Sure. Here, take this. Do something. Why, this is Miss Arabella's dress? I must admit to some confusion as to what to do with it. But worry not, I shall take it into safekeeping. And with that I must attend to Master Vans before the ceremony begins. Worry not, friend. I assure you that Inspector Briarden and I have the situation entirely under control. Why not find yourself a seat and enjoy the festivities? Don't mind if I do. This ought to be fucking good. And this is where it ends, too. I'll just sit here. What's up, Durstwhites? Your food's awesome. I came back for more. I need some to watch this shit show. That's about to unfold. Oh, fuck, I'm trusted. Ah, curses. How am I supposed to find my man with all these people milling about? That's the challenge, isn't it? Friends, family, business associates. It is an honor and a pleasure to welcome one and all to Costa del Sol for today's feast, co-hosted by the Bruguiere Consortium and the East Aldenard Trading Company. We trust that you've been enjoying fine food, fine spirits, and profitable conversation. Maybe. A Lapis Maiden. If even half the tales of her beauty are true, Vans is the luckiest bastard in the realm. Yalta Nolto, Sainana, honored guests. It's a great pleasure to announce the betrothal of my son, Vans, future chair of the Bruguiere Consortium, to Arabella, daughter of Master Guguremu of the East Aldenard Trading Company. The couple would exchange their eternal vows here today that the happiness that is theirs may usher in a new era of prosperity for one and all. I think I know where this is going. I can vaguely remember what's about to happen. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present my son's lovely bride, the Lapis Maiden whose beauty minstrels will sing of for ages to come. Damn you, Hildebrand Manderville! You had one job! Oh my god. She's beautiful! Of course Nasha would say that. Were the rabble expecting otherwise? She is my bride, after all. You haven't even seen her yourself yet. Milady, they say your beauty transcends even the boundaries of time. When we are wed, you will want for nothing. Pray give your hand unto me. My sun and stars. Yes, yes, 1,000 times yes. I am yours and shall be forevermore. Well, what have you done with my bride, you cross-dressing deviant? Oh my god. That line does not age well. Did not age well. Not quite what I had intended, but I suppose it serves our purposes. Fear not, ladies and gentlemen, for Miss Arabella is safe and sound. I, Hildebrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, have but assumed the maiden's appearance to ensnare the vile fiend who would take aim at her life. Yeah, that'll stop them, yeah. Convincing disguise, definitely. The fiend who now lies defenselessly before me. The game is up, Vans, or shall I call you by another name? The Thief of Many Faces. That's your conclusion? I can't. My character has such a flat, like, straight face, just... What the fuck am I doing here? Me, the thief? Are you mad? It appears that my masterful deductions have proved beyond the grasp of your mind. Very well, allow me to elucidate. While there is not a soul in the realm who has not heard the tales of Miss Arabella's beauty, there are but two men here in Costa del Sol who had gazed upon her lovely visage before today. Her father, Gugurimu, and her steward, Lewenhart. As you yourself admitted on multiple occasions, Master Vans, you were to have your first glimpse of your bride-to-be today. Considered in this light, would you not say your reaction upon seeing my face was most... unnatural? Who else could see through my ingenious disguise? Oh, he actually thinks he was convincing. Who could know at a glance that I was not the fair maiden? None save you, ye of 1,000 faces. That's how he came to that conclusion? He thinks everybody actually thought. And anyone else with half their wits about them? Yeah, we all fucking know. Uh-oh. Run, dude! How dare you make a mockery of my wedding day? Guards, arrest that pervert at once! Lock him up in jail and throw away the key! There she is. Arabella? Oh, thank the gods you're safe! Come with me, quickly! There's a dangerous madman about! The gloves. A glove on his right hand. Could it be? He's so aggressive and she does not like it one bit. She is so uncomfortable. Her necklace. It's gone. Yep. Despite the faulty conclusions, Hildebrand had it right. It was him. Ah ha ha ha! The man is a fool, but it would have behooved you to listen to him. Alas, you did not, and what is yours is now mine. That's the thief! Stop wasting your time with that imbecile and arrest him! Shit. Oh my god. You came all this way for me? You love me! You really, really love me! Yeah, exactly. That's the reaction for sure. Holy shit. The attention is most flattering, but I have taken what I came for, and now I must away. My lords, my ladies, till we meet again! She feels oddly relieved, doesn't she? Finds the whole situation just amusing. What else can you do? I hear that the real Vans was found bound and gagged in a storage room. Truly, Miss Arabella, I am sorry. For what, milady? The banquet was more exciting than I ever could have hoped for. Vance and his father were furious, of course, and our marriage has been called off. But perhaps it is for the best. I would find my own way to make Father happy by living my life as I would live it. It is you, Inspector Hildebrand, who taught me this lesson. There you go. For the love of the gods, somebody find him a change of clothes. How do you even fit into that dress? He's like way bigger than her. But one thing still puzzles me. The thief's challenge said he would steal the Lapis Maiden's virtue. Yet in the end, he took only her necklace, or her neck piece. So what do you mean by virtue then? What were you expecting? Now that you mention it, Master Gugurembo told me about the clasp when it first arrived. Engraved with the mark of the Sun Goddess, it is one of the most treasured pieces from the Brugair collection, known by many as Azima's Virtue. Ah, see, so it's not that. It was just a reference to the necklace. The Maiden's Virtue indeed. When the next challenge comes, we must take extra care to read between the lines. Yeah, and not just assume that. The hell? Oh, they're both trying to... They're looking out for the card. They're looking out for it. Where's it coming from? Oh, shit! The dodge. Who's gonna hit this time? Oh! Poor little Mandragora. Over here, Inspector! It says, made you look. Oh, that means... Oh! There it is, the real one! The fiend plays us for fools! Give that to me at once! When next we meet, I shall come to claim the victor's spoils. Another riddle. If nothing else, it appears the thief has abandoned any foolish notions of my assassination. Still, we must ever be on guard. The fiend attempted murder once, he may very well do so again. True enough. Still have no idea. But we do. But verily, Inspector, I must agree. One can never be too wary when dealing with a murderer. Hear me, man of 1,000 faces. You sealed your fate when you called me out by name. Mark my words, when next we meet, you will be mine. Yes, it was the Phantom Thief who was to blame for that bomb. Truly, rarely, indubitably the Phantom Thief. Most certainly. Ha 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 ha. He's like, what? Jesus Christ. A mummer's farce. Case of indecency. A parlay minigame is now available. You've unlocked the parlay minigame. Entertain yourself as many a Manderville man has before you by opening the toy chest in any inn-room. Ooh. To the victor goes a priceless treasure, while the smile of a champion holds secrets untold. Oh, he's back. Are 8 legs better than 2? Oh shit! Can a Manderville man triumph over terrors and win the day? Hildebrand will return in the Colosseum Conundrum. Great. I think that's the last one, too. For Reborn, anyway. The key to the next case is also the key to the storeroom. Be sure not to lose it. Nice hint. Wait, it's a real key and a figurative one? Oh, at the same time? Is that even possible? I guess we'll find out next time. I have no idea what the hell she's talking about half the time when she says these things. I'll probably just log out here this time just so we can start where we were immediately. Yeah. I'll do the whole going to bed thing when I'm actually going to bed later tonight. But, yeah, that went an hour over what I intended. Probably should have stopped at the end of the previous chapter and then just done this one when I came back. Because I am hungry and tired as shit, and it's showing right now. I'm like I'm actually kind of dizzy. Holy shit. Whew, but that was funny as always. So yeah. As always, thank you all for watching. I appreciate the likes and subscribes on YouTube and the follows on Twitch. But that's it for me for now. And so as always, please stay safe out there. Look after each other. Look after yourselves. And until next time, please have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. I will see you all when I return later. I will come back for more streaming tonight, but you know, shit happens, and sometimes I haven't come back when I've said that, so I always gotta make my outro consistent just in case I don't come back, but... yeah, what else can I say? Farewell, everyone. Until next time. Peace.